Hello and welcome. If you don't know me, I'm Linda Babulik, and I'm dedicating the rest of 2021 to sharing my shamanic journey. My shamanic journey started with my first vision quest in 2003, and that's where I learned about shamanism. I didn't know anything about it before. It is not a religion, and the group that I studied with, they call it the twisted hair tradition. So there's a smattering of everything. You'll notice some Aboriginal teachings, Hindu, Buddhist, even Roman Catholic rituals are adapted to be part of this line of work. Now, shamanism means different places, different things in different places. To me, it's the connection with the earth, it's the connection with nature. Now, I started posting these learnings last week, and you can watch the videos on my YouTube channel, Linda Babulik Zest is the name of my YouTube channel, and go to the playlist Shamanic Wisdom and subscribe. Sorry, I have something in my mouth, like a hair or something. So, what I'm sharing with you today is not what I studied exactly. See, I gently integrate, interpret, and synthesize the shamanic wisdom for today's world. And my number one international bestseller, Zest Your Life, A Taste of Inner Wisdom, it's encoded with these ancient teachings. I just had something go through that I'm supposed to tell you. Alas, let's apply and integrate some of the things that we covered last week. So if some of this is a bit foreign to you, you may want to re-watch those videos or watch them for the first time. That'd be great. It's time to start living it. I gave you some of the tools, but until you live it and integrate it, and as someone put in their comments, I'm going to integrate some of these rituals into my daily routine. It's not going to really connect with you. And I'm going to explain to you today why this is so important and why this work is vital to create the kind of world you want to live in and the kind of business you want, the kind of people you want to connect with, and how to do that. So before we start, you can do this anytime, before a meeting, before any gathering. And the holidays are coming up, so it's good to do this. And you'll have a totally different experience. You want to create that energy dome that I talked about. You want to create the kind of day that you want to have. Set your intent at the beginning of each day with one word. It could be flow, connection, peace, intimacy, whatever it is that you want in your day. Grab a word of intent for it. And you can only create that pure intent by connecting to yourself. And to do that, you need to release your thoughts and go with your flowing of your heart. Start by getting grounded. And we talked about that. We talked about the chakras. So this is the root chakra. It's red. It is from your hips down to the bottom of your feet. People often think that chakras are just little round balls of energy. They encompass more of that. They're bands of energy. And we're going to be talking more about the chakras. And I'll be talking to you about that so that you get a clearer understanding of what they are and what you can do with them and what they can do for you. So you want to just connect your root chakra. If you're sitting in a chair, just feel it a little bit. That's at the end of your tailbone, and get really grounded through a few breaths. Now just picture yourself connecting right through whatever chair, carpet, floor, subfloor, layers of floors, right through into the earth, into the deep, deep earth. And now you're going to go through the layers of the earth right to the center. That's where the fire is. That's where the passion is, right in that center core of the earth. And you grab that up. It's a red, it's orange, And you want to bring it up through all the chakras. So through red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. We're only covering the seventh. And just send the energy right up into the heavens, right up above you. And now you've connected the as above with the so below. So, what is the point of shamanic teachings? We lose ourselves in our busyness of our life and we become disconnected. And these teachings are to find ourselves and who we really are in the here and now. Now, quite a few years ago, decades ago now, I am so grateful for that. I had a health crisis for 3 years. And my path to reconnect to myself was through the goddess tradition. And that's what led me then to go on to the vision quest. And in the goddess tradition, we would gather in a goddess circle. And that's when I was questioned about whether or not the goddess tradition that I was following was in a cult. And that's when I realized it's not that I adore the goddess, it's that I am the goddess. I am the divine. I am the higher self. So much of our teachings, our image makers have made that a separate part apart from us. And I've integrated it back into being me. And that said, yes, I have conversations with my higher self. I have conversations with the divine as a separate entity because it's easier for me to relate then. I'm not going to ask myself those questions, but if I ask the divine for those questions and I really connect, then I get the deep, true answers. There is a planetary shift in the energy on the planet going on right now. There have been several click, 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 click this year. We're all being realigned and re-enlightened. So I think there's an enlightenment going on. The more people that I connect with, the more I can see that going on around us. And part of that is getting downloads, getting wisdom that you go, I never thought of that. Wow, that's powerful. How did that come up? And today what I'm sharing with you is the new Shamanic ZEST formula. Now my book it's an acronym, and there's an acronym that goes with the book. But what I was given as a gift just a few days ago was to have you rethink it in a way to apply it to these teachings and these learnings that I'm sharing with you. So we'll start with the Z. Zero in on you. Zero in on you, who you be. Not what you do, not what you have, but who are you in your inner core essence. Zero in on you. You know, often when we do that, we're told we're selfish. Not selfish. Not selfish at all, because you can't give to anybody else until you give to yourself. And when you do that, you will know yourself better. You will go deep inside of you and you will love yourself a whole lot more. So zero in on you, who you are, who you be. And the E, get excited about it. You know, it's like when you walk into a friend's home that you haven't seen in a long time and you give them a big hug and you go, welcome home. Welcome yourself home to your heart, to your safe space, to the place where you love yourself totally, because you are excited to be coming home to you. And the S in this formula, it means sit, stop, and stay still. There's been such a frantic energy going on of everybody rushing. Yay, we can get out again. The lockdown has ended. We're all going to go cray-cray. We don't want that to happen. We need to now take a look and integrate what's gone on in our lives for the last 2 years. Maybe the last 3 years. I teach about sacred moon cycles, and they're 3-year cycles. And there's a lot of things that have gone on, that change, that move, hurt, trauma, and a whole lot of healing has gone on. So sit, stop and stay still. So let you be you. Be free. You don't need anybody's permission to be you. You know, do you. Because when I tried doing other people, it didn't work out so well for me. I'm best at being myself, trying to pretend to be like the person across the street or the person down the street or the person I see on a video. You know, I can copy their mannerisms, but that's not me. So being me all out there works really, really well for me. Just let you be you. And for a moment, you know, catch that glimpse of who you really are. And then you can hold that for longer and longer. And the T is when you've done all that, you can transcend to a place of inner knowing where you can trust yourself more than you trust anyone on the planet. And it eliminates the fear. It gives you the confidence so that you can truly step into the power and the gifts that you have. You have transformed you. Thank you for joining me. Tomorrow, same place, we're talking about chakras. We're going to talk about how the chakras spin. We're going to have affirmations from my book. We're going to have a special reading. So thank you for joining me today. Subscribe to the YouTube channel so you don't miss any of the videos. Thank you. Bye.